Namam Shivaya Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram Ram Ram, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravarachari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravarachari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravarachari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Yamuna Tiravarachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Gopi Vallabha Radha Gopi Vallabha Radha, Jai Radha Gopi Vallabha Radha Gopi Vallabha Radha, Jai Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha, Jai Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha, Jagannatha Jagannatha Paradeva Jayastu Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Paradeva Jayastu Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patalami Nayana Patalami Bhavatu me Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patalami Nayana Patalami Bhavatu me. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaurahari. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaurahari. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaurahari. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaurahari. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, 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 Gaurahari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री गौर निताई की जय, निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं अभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चना गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपः कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे यत्किं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिमित्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सभ्याभ्यन्तरं सुचे श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु। हरे कृष्ण। Prabhu, can you give me a mobile? I need to call my wife. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. So we're reading from 16th chapter, which is Divine and Demoniac Natures, page 662, 1616. Right? So we'll read the previous shloka, 13 to 15. I'll first read the translation. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future, more and more. He is my enemy, and I have to kill him. And my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices, and I shall give charity, some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Hare Krishna. So we'll read the next shloka and then we'll continue from there. 16:16. Aneka chitta vibhranta moha jala samavrita prashakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake ashuchau. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become so strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. Hare Krishna. So here, Srila Prabhupada is giving a long purport explaining the situation of everybody in today's material world. So,
in the previous shloka, why he says that surrounded by aristocratic relatives? He is telling his relatives aristocratic.
People like to have aristocratic relatives. That is one of the Hare Krishna. That is one of the marks of being proud, that I have very influential relatives. See, basically what is happening here is So basically what is happening here is people are forgetting God. And as a result of forgetting God, they don't know who they are and what is the situation in which they are living. And who helps them forget God? Relatives, friends, your association, people around you. They help you forget God. How? They praise you for your temporary things. Everything that we have here is temporary. It's a high philosophy. For some of you are coming first class, you're going to hear first class lecture today. So it will be a little heavy. But truth is truth. Is that our body is temporary. This very body that I am holding right now, how much proud I should be of it. I should not be any proud. Why? Because this body is so temporary. It can cheat me any day. Isn't that true? It can cheat me any day. I can get a disease, and tomorrow morning I may not be able to talk also. Why tomorrow morning? Today afternoon I might die. Body might just say, okay, your time is over. Your expiry date is this, right? People forget this. And when they forget this, they become proud of the temporary things that they have. And they start taking assurance of their safety from wrong sources, right? Uh, am I doing good? You'll go and ask some people. Yeah, you're doing good only, you're fine only. Then tell. Who will tell? You're going to die. Nobody will tell. Even doctor doesn't tell. Right? Because of that, what happens? I'm not telling you should tell like that. I'm not telling go out and tell you're going to die, you're going to die. No. But you should understand what is your situation. I'm totally dependent on the next breath also. Right? We do pranayama. One after the other. We do. We are so assuredly doing that next breath will automatically come. No. Unless he sanctions, even the next breath is not possible. Right? So everything is we have to depend on him. This is called right consciousness. Right consciousness, meaning which will actually give you abhaya, which will actually give you fearlessness among all fear. Is going to depend on the eternal, depend on the source, which is Krishna. When you depend on Krishna, then the assurance that you get will keep you strong in all situations. But materialistic people, I'm also a materialistic person, they don't depend on Krishna. They depend on, I have so much wealth, I'll increase this wealth. This wealth will save me. This insurance policy will save me. My children will save me. My relatives will save me. See, as soon as you fall into any trouble, say your neighbor filed a case on you, some reason. Immediately I'll start thinking, who is the influential person in police I have? Who is the influential relative who is connected to politicians? Who is the, local influential person who can threaten that fellow? Don't trouble me. Right? We look for all kinds of assurance around us. I'm not saying that is wrong, but you should see who is the ultimate person who is going to save me. First of all, who sanctioned that problem to happen? Krishna. He's the one who sanctioned. Without his sanction, nothing will happen. So he has a plan for me. Some plan he has. And if I remember that, and then I request Krishna only, Krishna, maybe I'm not prepared to go through this right now. Give me a little relaxation. Save me from the precarious condition that I'm in. Then he might send the local leader, the local politician, the local police, the local, everybody will come and save you. But problem in today's day and world is we see only the immediate sources, but we don't see who is the ultimate person who can save us. That is the problem. Materialism means to forget God, to not have God in our life, and we talk about all other things. Krishna also says giving charity, giving some charity. He is also a materialistic person. Why? Because he is giving charity because he will feel good. He is not giving charity as a duty. He is not giving charity that actually, Krishna, I am giving on your behalf. Right? We are giving charity on Krishna's behalf. Yeah, we are giving charity. But who gave you that money? Krishna gave. No, I worked hard. I'm a very skillful worker. I'm a smart worker. I got that money. I got this degree. I got this job because of which I'm making money. Externally, that's true, but internally, it is not. Because there are so many people who have got very good degrees, but they're not earning. There's so many people who have so much good education, but they're not getting a job. There's so many people who are working hard, but they're not getting money. Working hard itself doesn't give money. Yes, to get more money, you should work hard. No doubt. More money. I didn't say money. To get more money, you have to work hard. So we forget that. And materialistic people, that's what Krishna is saying, they enter into hellish planets. They get into illusion. In this verse, Krishna is saying they get perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions. Network of illusions. Are told there is a new city coming on that side of the city. Khatam. Yeah? But I'll buy land in that side. It will become similar like Gachibowli. Huh? The rates will increase, right? And I'll become a billionaire. Or somebody already has land there and is thinking, now I'm going to be really influential. I'll have so much. This is all illusion. He created illusion. He is already in illusion. He created illusion on us also. Right? And there are many illusionary brokers also that come and tell, okay, now you will get at this rate, that rate, this rate. Right? And earlier you used to spend your Sunday with your family. Now you spend Sunday with two other fellows with whom you will go to that area. And wife will ask, hey, spend some time with family. I'm spending for family only. Na? For family only I'm spending. He will not see what God has already given. He's already living in a good house. He already has children. He already has a good chaste wife. He has enough to eat. 3 times the meal is already given. But he wants to accumulate more. Suddenly he'll not find the right land at the right rate. Right? And then he'll become very upset. And he'll not have his proper breakfast also. His wife will come and ask, hey, why are you not eating breakfast? Don't tell me, really bad times are going on. He's like, fool, what bad time are you talking about? Before that fellow made that announcement, you're having a good time. That fellow made an announcement, suddenly your life has become bad time. You understand it? What changed here? Nothing changed. Your illusion has increased. That you will enjoy. Is that right? You are into a network of illusion. And what does that illusion do? You will go into anxiety. And will you come to Bhagavad Gita class? You cannot. Because God is not important anymore. There is no God in your life. You want to be in control of your life. You want to have more and more plans to expand, plans to enjoy, plans to have a good life in future. Spirituality gives you a good life in present and assures you a good life in future. Materialism makes you regret your past, miserable today, present, and hopeless future. Right? Yeah. So we should understand. Arjuna was also in that situation. Arjuna was also like, what should I do? How will I fight this war? Both sides are my relatives, aristocratic relatives. Right? Maybe Krishna used the word aristocratic relative to point Arjuna. I don't know, I'm speculating. I'm sorry if that's not the... But he had aristocratic relatives on both the sides. Very influential relatives. Right? And Krishna is telling, who are you thinking about? This is materialistic society. Nobody is there to save you. Nobody is there to help you. All these people are here to loot you. Tell me the greatest resource that you will lose when you spend in materialistic association. Time. Time. That is the greatest resource you will lose. Money is okay. Money will come back. Time will not come back. Today's day gone is gone. Tomorrow gone is gone. This month gone is gone. This year gone is gone. If you go in a very detailed level, this breath gone is gone. Gone. One breath is gone. What materialistic people will do is they will not allow you to think anything beyond enjoyment in this material world. They will not tell you. They will. I mean, they meaning what? They are not your enemies. You are your own enemy. They are not coming and holding you. You are going and holding them. Understand? Bad association, we go and take. They don't come and give. Wine shop is there only. Who is going? Wine shop is coming to your house? You might say, yes, Prabhu, they only came and delivered. Who ordered? Right? I don't know if they're delivering wines also. That day is not too far. Right? But the point is, who is taking bad association? We are taking bad association. It's up to us whether we want to take that bad association, or you want to be in illusion, or you want to come into reality. It's up to us. And what will happen if you don't take good association? Our next birth is 100% there. And our next birth will be according to the unfulfilled desires. Right? And there is no end to unfulfilled desires. There is no end. So how many next births you'll have? You don't even know how many next births you'll have. You'll be revolving in this hellish place. Why is it a hellish place? Because here you cannot do a lot of things you want to do. That's hell, right? The moment you want to do, some restriction will come. The moment you want to do, some restriction will come. Some threat will come. Some fear will come. So many things will come. That's hell. Hell doesn't mean you have to put in a refined oil and fried. No, that's another side of hell. But real hell is you are so losing your independence. A materialistic person is not independent. A spiritual person is independent. Why a materialistic person is not independent? He is dependent on somebody or something else for his enjoyment. A materialistic person finds enjoyment only outside. A spiritual person finds enjoyment inside. Inside is completely in his control. He is already filled with happiness. We want to go to that state. The goal of this class is, this Bhagavad Gita classes or Bhagavatam classes, we want to go to that state where we are finding that God within us and we are happy serving Him, and then we are satisfied. We are completely satisfied. But a materialistic person is completely unsatisfied at all times. He will look satisfied at some times. When he goes to a movie, 2 hours he is satisfied. After the movie, he is unsatisfied. When he is watching some laughter challenge episode, he will hear the jokes and he is satisfied. After that laughter challenge is over, he is again unsatisfied. He is trying to find happiness. At all times he is trying to find happiness. And is disappointed. And there is no end to finding that happiness. Classic example is YouTube short videos. Are you ever happy watching one short video and just okay, I'm done? You just watched a good short video. It made you laugh. Why are you scrolling up again? Until your wife shouts at you, or until somebody else says, hey, what is this? Or until you crash to sleep. You're not going to stop going on pressing. What? Why? Are you not satisfied with one video? You cannot be. You cannot be. You will not be. You will keep on browsing, and you are dependent on somebody else to decide how to satisfy you. You don't know what is going to come next. Right? The more choice you have in the material world, the more you will become miserable. Remember that.
you get misery and then you will get happiness. So then you will understand what is the importance of happiness, because I have faced so many problems and all. Then I got happiness. Then I understood, okay, this is giving me so much pleasure. So like that I will get problems and then I will get it. I'm okay with this, like that.
Yeah. Kabhi khushi kabhi gum tararam pam pam. Yeah, that philosophy is there. People say that first I'll get some misery, then I'll know the value of happiness. Right? Like that they'll tell.
How to answer them?
Because you cannot answer them because they don't know they're already in misery. That is the problem. They don't know their current state. Current state itself is miserable. Especially when you are in a good young body, you will not know the problems of old age. You will not know. Even if you tell, even if an old person comes and tells, "Arey bhaiya, aisa hone wala hai." हाँ होगा शायद. You will not get it. But a spiritually enlightened person, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, what is it? Old age. Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. Krishna is telling that these are the most biggest problems. Janma mrityu jara vyadi. Dukkha doshanu darshanam. You will regret getting the body when you get this four. Then a spiritual person will become enlightened. Hey, what is this? I already am in trouble. I already got a body. I am going to become old. I am going to get disease. I'll utilize my next 1 hour nicely. I'll utilize my next 1 day nicely. I'll utilize my next 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Rest of the time nicely. Nicely for what? To not fall into this cycle again. Right? So materialistic person who is completely in materialistic illusion cannot be helped also. Because he will not get it. He will not get it. Just like a child who is playing football, his mother will come and tell, lunchtime. I'll play and come. You go. Mother knows that fellow will faint in some time. He has not eaten breakfast properly. Lunch also is not eaten. It's already 2 o'clock. He's playing in sun. But that fellow is in so much playing nature, he doesn't understand what his mother is saying. Right? And then mother will give one lappa and she'll take him. Because she loves him so much. That's the reason mother will give that. Is that lappa good or bad? Good. So reversals in our life are the lappas from God. Because we're not listening. We're not attentive to his instructions. Arey, you're going to die, jaldi. Start thinking about me. Start planning to come back to me. Otherwise, you'll fall into the same trap. But materialistic people, in spite of all that beatings, they don't want to listen. They'll come up with many philosophies. That I'll take shelter of this Baba, I'll take shelter of that Amma, I'll take shelter of this, I'll shelter of that. If not Krishna, I'll go to Rama. If not Rama, I'll go to, I don't know, Shiva, Brahma, Durga. And all these devatas are thinking, "Arey fool, what are you doing? You are going to take birth again. In next life again, you will take do puja of us, right? We all are also worshipping Supreme Lord, so we always remember Him and not forget Him, so we can go back to Him. Everybody is doing service. Surya Devata is doing service. Chandra Devata is doing service. Agni Devi is doing service. Lord Shiva, who is the, in charge of the entire material world. Parmeshwar, is like, he's the controller. He also is doing japa. He doesn't want to forget the reality. He is Amsha of Vishnu. There is no difference between Krishna and Shiva. There is no difference. Just that Krishna is, Brahma Samhita says Krishna is milk, Lord Shiva is curd. He deals with the material world, ignorance. Right? And Devatas also think, hey, these fellows, what is this? They're not serious only. They're not becoming serious to go back to the ultimate place. But materialistic people can't understand this. They can't understand this. And that is the reason Krishna is speaking the 16th chapter. सुनो, तुम लोगों के बारे में मैं ज्यादा जानता हूँ. I know. You all can read the purport of Prabhupada. It's very beautiful purport. We'll go further with the shloka. Atma Sambhavita Stabda Dhana Mana Madanvita Yajante Nama Yajnaiste Dambe Navidhi Purvakam. Self-complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige. They sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, without following any rules or regulations. Now, Krishna is literally exposing everyone. He's saying these materialistic people, sometimes they look devotional also. They will do puja also in the house. They'll bring brahmanas, they'll do big yajnas, right? But they don't follow any rules. Only for some time they'll follow the rules. Or they'll follow the rules that they like to follow. Right? See, I'm giving this knowledge in this purport or more explanation not for you to go and find faults in others. After this class, don't go and search, you're also like that, Prabhuji told. That's not the goal. The goal is to introspect, am I like that? Am I also doing the same thing? Am I come out of this cycle of prideness? Right? See, I was living in this flat a few years ago in somewhere near Gachibowli, behind South India Mall. I used to live there. A place called Janardana Hills, it is called. So there, my opposite flat was owned by one big lawyer. He has many flats in the city. Very rich fellow. So, after we shifted, the opposite flat, I wanted to know who is he, because we are only two people on the floor. He never came. Like after 2-3 weeks, I asked the owner. Everybody owns different flats. So I was like, ask my owner, who is he opposite? He said, yeah, he's my distant friend. We all bought flats together. And so I said, nobody stays there? No, he doesn't give the flat for rent. He just kept it for himself. We come once in a while. I said, okay, once in a while is good. No disturbance for me also. I'm not trying to criticize anyone. I'm just trying to give it an example. So he comes one day and he says, okay, and suddenly all like 5-10 people came and they opened the door, started cleaning the whole place. Like, wow, very nice. You're cleaning the whole place. And then a lot of, puja paraphernalia was being brought in. I said, very nice. Maybe they're doing Gropravesha or maybe they already did some puja is there. So then I went and asked, who is the owner? So he was there. The personality was there. I said, sir, I'm your neighbor. I'm seeing you're doing something nice. He said, yes, we are doing Ayappa Puja. I put Ayappa Mala, so we have to do Ayappa Puja. I said, very nice. And he came into my house. He saw my altar. That time Radhakrishna deities were not there. That time Jagannath Baldev Subhadra were there. I looked at the altar. He said, very nice. He asked me, will you also come for the puja? I said, definitely I'll come. Why will you not come? I'll be very happy. So it was a very elaborately done puja. I don't know how many of you attended a full-fledged Ayappa puja, but they'll keep steps and there'll be like a hill and the golden steps kind of a thing, color, and the whole malas and whole japa and lot of chanting. Amazing. Very good puja. So he was finishing his mala time. The 40 days something to keep. At the pinnacle, at the last stage, before they go to Shabrimala, they do that puja. Not everybody does. Somebody does and he calls other people also. They all come and do it together. So I attended that. It was very nice. I really loved it. And I felt, thank you, Krishna. You gave me a good neighbor. He's so devotional. He's doing such a nice thing. I'll also not have any trouble in conducting satsang. Some neighbors are like, too much noise is coming from your satsang. Don't do kirtan. Like that. I faced that kind of issues also. So then the puja got over. Then he went to Shabarimala. Then he came back. He went in 2 days and he came back in 2 days. Maybe took a flight or something. Normally people take a long time also. Then next day morning, I'm seeing, some more people are there in the flat and everything is scattered, kept here and there. Evening I saw. And then I saw they bringing, alcohol and all kinds of things. And they're having a party in the same flat. I didn't understand what's going on here. Did he give it on rent to somebody else or itna jaldi kaise ho sakta hai? Right? And then I was standing outside. I was awestruck. Then he saw me. He opened the door. He didn't invite me. I'm grateful. I said, "How are you?" I said, "Very, very nice. Very nice." He said, "How was your darshan?" "Yeah, we went to Sabrimala. Everything happened fine." So, very good. Nice. So, then I found out that he kept that flat like that because once in a while he has those parties. Once in a while he wants to have a place where he can sit with his friends, have a nice jubilant party and have a good time. So what should we think of this person? He did such a elaborate puja. Maybe he spent like 5-6 lakhs on that puja, no less. Big pandal, so many brahmanas, so much mantra chanting, right? So if you're doing that for 40 days, why don't you do it for 365 days? Right? That's like an elephant who takes 3 hour bath, inside a river, comes out, takes dirt and again puts it, right? What is the use of that bath? Same way, what is the use of doing those rituals which you're anyway not going to follow or you don't even believe in it? You just want to show off the society that I am a devotional person. I find some happiness in that. That also I want. That also. I want this also, I want that also. Right? Okay, you might say, Prabhu, at least that much he did now. That's also one way of connecting. At least that much he did. I agree with that. That much he did. But if that much is making him pride or proud, then that much is doing more damage. He'll never come to this side. He will always be in that side because he's finding satisfaction also. Right? Spirituality should be part of your life, is one way of looking at it. Spirituality is your life, is another way of looking at it. Right? Of course, we may have attachments, we may have bad habits, we may have vasanas, which are taking time to go. But we have to start working on it. Every day, try to make a little improvement. Again, you might fall. Just like children learn to walk. Right? First, no child stands up and runs. He stands up, gets up, falls. And you give support. He stands up, walks, falls. Next day, no support. He only stands up. And one fine day, he stands up, holds something, walks. And one fine day, he stands up without holding something, he walks. And then he doesn't fall. Right? So life is also like that. Spiritual life is also like that. Falls are going to be there. But devotees are there to lift you up every time you fall. Satsang is there to lift you up, to remind you what is important in life.
Similar thing happens. Money, they also in the similar way. They have the money, that's what they spend. But at the same time, they follow some of the that is religious things, which are very close to like spiritual technology. Everything they follow. At the same time, other side of the belly. How do you rate that? Is similar to that, or is not okay, not good? There are a lot of criticism has come in the media. But, what's
I was awaiting this question. Well, see, you have to understand, when the great kings used to do big marriages, there's nothing wrong in doing a big marriage. without taking the name of the family. You all know whom Prabhuji is talking about. I'm not supporting them. At the same time, I would want to see what good things they did. They showed the Vedic ritual of wedding to the whole world. And not just whole world through that YouTube videos. They actually got the leaders of the whole world here. Whole world's leaders came here, right? And they showed this is how our marriage is, right? And another thing you should know that they invited a lot of sadhus. And the day they invited sadhus, there was no other materialistic thing going on. All that initial materialistic thing, people coming and dancing, movie stars, politicians, all that thing happened the previous day. I'm not saying that's how we should plan. They are that level, though they can do. They can do that because they can afford. See, people have to be engaged. A dog has to be engaged with bone, right? A materialistic person has to be engaged with something materialistic, but in a regulated way. There were no drinks in the whole wedding. There was no non-veg served in the entire wedding. Even though so many people came, so many influential stars, and what do? They drink and dance. They have drugs and dance. They didn't allow any. In our terms, you come. Okay, some Bollywood songs happened, that's okay. But then they kept some regulations on that. And how many of you know, I went to Badrik Ashram and I asked a Brahmana there, how many went to Badrik Ashram? Anybody? It's really up there, very, very far. Beautiful temple. 6 months in a year it is open. 6 months humans do worship. 6 months Devatas do worship. So I asked the Brahmana, I was chanting there, the Brahmana was there. So I asked, such a beautiful thing, how do you maintain this how do you maintain this temple? Just like that I asked. The Brahmana told me, I was shocked. Ambanis have given donation for the rest of eternity. Khatam. Right? I was amazed. Wow, this is so good. They are maintaining that whole temple. Even if nobody gives donation, it will be running properly. And everybody will be given prasad, everybody will be given accommodation, and so many other paraphernalia around it. Naranara and Rishi. Veda Vyasa, Gufa is there, Ganesh Gufa is there. So it's a very prominent place, Badrikashram. Just behind the hill of Kedarnath. So Kedarnath and Badrinath are just divided by one hill in between. From this side, but you can't cross the hill and come. You have to go like this and you have to come. Right? So, I'm not saying you can give charity and do enjoyment on the side. But you should understand that in that powerful situation, whatever they're doing is to the best of their knowledge and capacity. And they're also taking advices blessings from sadhus. But they are in a situation where they're engaging everybody. Directly, indirectly. Everybody in their family may not be spiritual. But somebody is spiritual, otherwise even that much will not happen. Right? They are trying to influence. Maybe husband is influencing wife, or wife is influencing husband, or daughter is influencing father. Something is happening where they are trying to bring Indian culture and our Vedic rituals in the center. I can find faults. I can. Maybe they are true also. But then, if I'm in that situation and I'm having so much affluence to influence others, to pass it on to others, I think that's a good technique. Right? Sometimes we keep very opulent prasad. Somebody might say, Prabhu, prasad ko prasad ke tarah khao, kya kar rahe hain aap? Right? Well, that is applicable for devotees. But to pull a materialistic person from his house and show him something good, I have to do something extra. That's a technique. It's a technique. So different families like that do different things.
There is no end to the criticism. Even very best thing.
Criticism is there.
Because they have their own opinion and own views. You see the things, they like it. So I think if you see the good and bad in everything, in the case of Ambanis, I think they have done good things. If you weigh the good things versus the some of the opponent things which is not as per our personal agenda. Okay. As you said, to entertain, to invite somebody, you have to maintain that decorum so that they are comfortable. Otherwise, they cannot manage such a big event.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they married up some of the world poor couples, maybe 50 or 60, and they give everything.
Yeah.
They require for the 1 year ration and whatever the items. So that type of charity will do this in this materialistic.
Yeah. So there is. So that's what probably,
Then you should, if that is if you take all these things, that minor things, maybe some of the things which are not up to that our spiritual level, we can ignore. Our ignorance is one of the bliss to live in this society.
Yeah. We'll go ahead with this. You know. Text 18. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodham cha samskrita mam atma paradeheshu pradvish santo abhasyuta pradvish santo abhyashuyaka abhyashuka. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. Right? They become envious. Even of devotees, they'll become envious. They can't accept even a devotee doing service. Even a temple flourishing, they can't accept. They'll create some nuisance because they're envious of God. What do you mean envious of God? They don't want God to decide what their future will be. Kitna foolish thinking, hai na? I am in control of my life. Who is this God? I am the God here. Right? So that is envy. And then you start acting on it. Anger, hate, envy, 3 levels. Anger is when you're angry on somebody. Hate is when you start negatively thinking about him at all times. Envy is when you put that hate into action. Right? So becoming envious is very dangerous. You actually put that into action. You will start commenting on people who are doing some good things. You will start rejecting projects that are happening good for the society. You'll start rejecting them. You'll only think about yourself. So say some temple is coming beside your house. You'll file a complaint that the bell sound is affecting me. Right? So much people are coming. Parking is taking my road. Hare, what are you thinking? They don't, you see, if they are hating this, they can sell that flat and go to another flat. They'll anyway find a better flat. No, I'll stay there and make sure that doesn't happen. That's called envy. Right? We can find envious people everywhere. And what can you do with them? You can't do anything. And sometimes, it's difficult to deal also. You don't know whether to react, whether not to react, whether to tell them, whether not to tell them, whether to... but we have to continue what we are doing. That is the only right answer. But sometimes Krishna comes in our life and says, now is the time for Kurukshetra. But these fellows have become too much now. Right? Kurukshetra also is needed sometimes. Pandavas just wanted to live peacefully. They had no plan for a war. No plan for a war whatsoever. But they had to do the work. Look at the beauty of Arjuna. He is so compassionate. In spite of so many bad things that happened, he is telling Krishna, hey Krishna, I am feeling very sad to kill them. If any one of those things will happen to us, we'll go and kill them. Even one of the things that Pandavas, in Manusmriti, or I don't remember which scripture, but there are criteria is given when somebody can kill other person, and that will not add to your karma. 7, 8, 6 or some of them. In Bhagavad, the purport also it is there in the first chapter. And somebody kidnaps your wife, somebody puts fire in your house, burns your house, somebody takes away your wealth. Like that, there are some reasons why you can do what you have to do. Everything like that happened with Arjuna. His mother was planned to be killed along with them in Varnavrat. Their house was put on fire. They were taken away from their kingdom. His wife, kidnapping, forget about it. She was abused in front of them, in front of elders. So many things happened. And still Arjuna is coming and asking Krishna, should I do this war? They are also my relatives only, no? Can I not find peace in knowledge and tapa? Can I not just go and meditate and continue to do devotion? I'll be devotional only. He never told I'll go and enjoy somewhere else. Krishna said, no way. Kurukshetra is needed. You have to lift the weapon now, because these people have become so powerful. If you don't lift the weapon, they are going to set a wrong example for future. Right? They'll set a wrong example for future. People are envious, and we are going to live with it, and more in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means envy. Anything good you want to do, people want to put their influence, their affluence, their word, or they'll try to push you down. A devotee will try to fold his hands and say, okay, whatever you say, we'll do. But let me do what I'm doing. For whom is he doing this? For others. As a service to Krishna. There is no other motive. Right? That is what Krishna sees. And who is giving the tests on the devotee? Krishna. By doing that, Prabhupada faced so many problems when he opened ISKCON. So many, not in one country, all countries. Every country he faced problems. Threats he got that he'll be killed. There was on Rath Yatra, I forgot that exact place. He was told clearly, the devotees got, tomorrow your Swami will be killed. They told Prabhupada, you don't go to the Rath Yatra, you stay in the temple. We'll take the Rath Yatra. Prabhupada simply told, Rakhe Krishna Mara Koi, Mara Krishna Rakhe Koi. If somebody wants to kill me, Krishna wants to save me, nobody can kill me. If Krishna wants to kill me, nobody can save me. I am coming. Let the Rath Yatra happen. I'll be the Rath. He came. Everybody, all the still devotees, they were trying to protect Prabhupada around. They're looking around. Who is coming? Who is coming? Maybe it was a hoax threat, or maybe it was a true threat. It was true, some devotees say. So, a devotee becomes fearless in his service, and that's what. And by that incident, many more people became faithful on Krishna consciousness of that act of Prabhupada. Many more became devotees. Arey, what a determination this Swami has. In spite of that, such a threat is coming out, and is doing what is right. If he has so much faith in Krishna, then Krishna should be there. If Krishna is, then what am I doing here? I'll also become a devotee. Right? So envy is very, very dangerous. And that's what Lord Krishna is saying here. That bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. Tan aham dvishta kruran samsareshu naradaman kshipani Ajashram Ashubhan Ashurishvai Eva Yonishu Ashurishvi Eva Yonishu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of middle existence, into various demoniac species of life. So what does Krishna do? Such people who are envious of him, will he allow them to come into the will he allow them to come back to the spiritual world? No, he will not. So, okay, you want to be here, you want to enjoy this world, keep taking birth again and again. I will provide you a body in which you can fulfill those desires. Does it mean that Krishna is angry on them or Krishna is punishing them? Not really. Krishna is facilitating them so that they can one day realize what they are asking for is not right. How else can Krishna teach? Prabhupada's son, Prabhupada tells this small incident. He says, his younger son, he wanted to stop the fan. The table fan is running, he wanted to stop it. Prabhupada said, don't put your finger, it will cut you. The child was like, no, Papa, I want to stop. So Prabhupada is like, come on, if you put your finger, tap, it will cut your finger. No, Papa, I want to stop, I want to put my finger. Then Papa said, go ahead. Put your finger. But one thing Prabhupada did very tactfully. What he did, just when he was going to put his finger, he off the fan. Right? So that is propelling, that is going, but it is not going with a pace. It is decreasing. You will still get the hit, but the hit will not be as gruesome as it should be. So the child put the finger to stop it, tap, he got it. Maybe it was a small injury, and he told Prabhupada, see, I told him, and then immediately on the fan. Right? So God also does something like this. We are so wanting to enjoy, we are so wanting to experience happiness here, but we are taking risks. I say, don't take the risk, don't take another body. You already enjoyed in this body, no? Come on, now at least understand the body is temporary. Now come back to me. No, I want to enjoy. No. Okay, next body, software engineer in Infosys. Ja. Or some architect in which company? Apple. Ja. What is wrong with that body in that job? Go and ask a person working in Apple. Right? Basically, you will not have any peace of mind. The more money, the more position, the more happiness. You will not have any happiness. You will be left with anxiety all throughout. See, in a young body, you want to see the world. You want to have good facilities. You want to actually, wealth is not in your head. Your experience is more in your head. I want to experience things. At that stage, young people are put into these big jobs with big designation and big salary and say, work like a donkey. That fellow, he wants to go out and see the daylight. He cannot see daylight only. In that age. Right? See, old fellow, you put him in a room, that's a different thing. He'll anyway stay in the room. Young person. So what do these people do? They'll go to the big top universities. They'll catch young fellows. They don't go into old age homes and find experienced people, do they? They want experience. Experienced people no, they want young fellows who will burn and work for them. And what is the young fellow thinking? See, I got a job. My pay package is 60 lakhs. First to pay only. Krishna is looking at a pagal. Tera band bajne wala. You are not able to understand. What will he eat with the 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs? Same chapati, same paneer, same whatever nonsense. He'll spoil his health. Again, he'll go to hospital. While going to hospital also, he's proud. I have a great insurance package. What is the doctor thinking? Aja, Rara, your main income, come. At doorstep only he'll tell. 5 lists, go MRI done, this done, that done, that done. What is the diagnostic fellow thinking? Rara, I'll make money from you. This fool is going to all these places, is not thinking that entire 60 lakhs is going where? Where is it? We can't see that truth. He can't see that because he's an illusion. Right? He's an illusion. That is called illusion, materialistic illusion. So Krishna is saying here, for such people who are wanting, I'll give more and more opportunities, be an illusion. Take more and more butts, buy more and more flats, buy more and more villas, buy more and more farmhouses, buy more and more, become an MP, become an MLA, become a chief minister. That's all illusion. It's all illusion. Further elaborated illusion. Right? So then he will die. Then he'll get a next body. Can MP, is MP guaranteed, member of parliament guaranteed that after his birth, next life will at least be MLA? No. He might be a dog also, outside of parliament. Oh, going around. Right? Somebody will say, hey, what is this? Kata. I was member of parliament, minister also last. Right? Isn't it? That is the situation. He was so attached to the parliament house, he became a dog. Right? So this is the truth. So Krishna gives the next body to continue your desires until the dog realizes that, hey, dog won't realize, he's just burning his karma. Again, he'll get a human body. Then he will think, he should think, human body, he should think, Arey, I should not waste this life to get another body. I should come out of the cycle of birth and death and I should go back to Krishna. That's called intelligence. Most intelligent people do this. Less intelligent people get carried away by the forces of material nature. Prabhuji, I'm so busy, Prabhuji. Krishna will think, okay, be busy. You like being busy, right? Be more busy. I'll facilitate you to be so much busy that you will be busy forever. Right? I'm not telling people don't get busy, but during your busyness, what are you thinking? Are you asking Krishna that Krishna somehow take me out of this so I can come to you? Then he will facilitate that satsang also. Right? So spiritual life is something that we have to choose. Otherwise, Krishna is saying, those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. Ashurim yonim apanna Muda janmani janmani Mam aprapya iva kaunteya Tato yanti adhamam gatim. Attaining repeated birth among the species of demoniac life, O son of Kunti, such persons never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. Hare Krishna. Krishna is telling what will happen to such people. See, Krishna gave you money, Krishna gave you roti, kapda, makan. Now you can come to satsang. Who gave on Krishna's behalf? Lakshmi Devi gave. Lakshmi Devi is the one who gives us prosperity. Why she is giving us prosperity? So that we can engage that prosperity in service to Krishna, in service to Narayan. Lakshmi Devi is serving whom? Narayan. What are you serving with your Lakshmi? Yourself. So next life Lakshmi Devi will think, this fellow I gave so much, this fellow is not using for Narayan. Next life I will not give. Fair enough, no? Fair enough. So next life, that fellow will be taking birth in a very poor slum family. And then he'll complain, why did you make me poor? There is no God. If there is God, why are poor people there? Lakshmi is saying, in a previous life you were Billionaire. You didn't use me in Narayan service, so why should I give you Lakshmi? Be like that. Work hard now. What do you want to get? Still you will not get. Then what will they do? They'll do Lakshmi Puja. I'll do Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Puja means घूस देना. Right? मेरे को दो, मेरे को दो. Don't do Lakshmi Puja. Do Lakshmi Narayan Puja. Then Lakshmi Devi will automatically give. So, if you do only Lakshmi Puja, that means you don't want Narayan. You only want Lakshmi. Just like Ravan only wants Sita, no Ram. Isn't it? So only doing Lakshmi, dividing a couple and saying, I'll do your puja, you are important to me, is what? Ravan mentality. Isn't it? Do Lakshmi Narayan puja. Then automatically Narayan will be happy and Lakshmi will be more happy. Arey, I have to take care of this family. Right? This is the consciousness. I'll not divide people. I'll not divide devatas. I'll do only Ganesh puja. Ganeshji has written Bhagavad Gita. If you read Bhagavad Gita in front of Ganeshji, you'll be very happy. If you do break dance, you'll be unhappy. Right? So you should know how to please also. You should know how to please also. Otherwise, you will be falling into trouble. And Krishna is so clearly telling that gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence, most abominable, where they cannot remember God, where there won't be any devotee, there won't be any festival, there won't be any happiness. They'll be always craving for happiness, running around. They might be going in an Audi car, but their life is filled with 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 in the beginning. What is the symbol of BMW? 0. 3 colors inside. What is the symbol of Mercedes-Benz? 0. 3 bars inside. What is the symbol of Audi? 0. My interpretation. I'm not telling that you should not buy such a vehicle, but include that 1 inside that 0 or in front of that 0. That will make it 10. That 1 is Krishna. Then you can use all that opulence in service of Krishna. Otherwise, we are just in illusion. Trividham narka syedham dvaram nashanam atmana kama krodhas tatha lobhas tasmad etat trayam trajet. A very important shloka of Bhagavad Gita, 16.21. There are 3 gates leading to this hell. Lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give up these, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. Right? Hare Krishna. Just read the purport. I'll just go to restroom and come. I have a lot of water in the morning. So there are three grades leading to hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give up these, for they lead to degradation of the soul. Purport. The beginning of demoniac life is described herein. One tries to satisfy his lust, and when he cannot, anger and greed arises. A sane man does not want to glide down into the species of demoniac life, must try to give up these three enemies, which can kill the self to such an extent that there will be no possibility of liberation from this material entanglement. So first is the root is what? Lust. Lust means to enjoy without God. To enjoy without God. See, we have to enjoy. Nobody plans for misery in the morning, right? Nobody plans like that. We all want to enjoy. There's nothing wrong in that because we're such a it's part of us. We seek pleasure. Why we seek pleasure? God also seeks pleasure. We are part of God. Aham bija pradapitaha. Right? We are part of Him. Mamaya vamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Right? They're all coming from me. So you have the same nature of God. What is wrong? You have to enjoy. Come on, Prabhuji, आप बोलोगे enjoyment. मैंने क्या बोला enjoyment नहीं है. Enjoyment तो सब कुछ है. Enjoyment is there. You have to find that enjoyment. But if you keep God in center of that enjoyment, then you will make God happy. And when God is happy, you are automatically happy. Because our constitutional position, what is our Sanatan Dharma, is to become a devotee of God. The goal of Sanatan Dharma is to become a devotee of God. A lot of people keep Sanatani and Sanatani, they don't understand what is the meaning of Sanatani. Sanatani means to become devotee of God. We have to save Sanatan Dharma. Why? So that everybody will become a devotee. So, what is dharma? Duty. Sanatana means what? Eternal. Your eternal duty. Gopi Padakamala Yora Dasa Dasa Dasanu Das. Swayam Lord Krishna, when he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he answered Sanatan Goswami. When Sanatan Goswami asked this question, what is the duty of a person who takes birth? What is the prime duty? And what is his constitutional position? He told, Gopi Padakamala Yora Dasa Dasa Dasanu Das. To become a das of a das of a das of a das of the das of Krishna. Das of a gopi, who is again a dasi of Krishna. That is the goal. If you go to Vrindavan, you'll say Radhe, 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 Radhe. Why do you say Radhe, Radhe? Become a servant of Radharani. Not you. You don't become Radharani. You're not Radharani. You're a servant of Radharani. Right? And Krishna will be very happy. Because Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Why? Because she serves him like that. And why she serves him like that? Because Krishna is so sweet. And he also serves her more than she serves him. And she serves him more than he serves her. There's a competition eternally going on. Right? There is no envy there. And when we become part of that service, we will also not have envy on anyone. Isn't it? We'll be very happy. Jagannath Rath Yatra was a happy event. Who was on the chariot? Not even me. Just imagine somebody, I will sit on the chariot and take you. Rath Yatra will do. Can you sit there? 5 minutes will sit, even if you are so egoistic. After this, I'll get down, this is too much. Everybody is dancing, pulling me. I can't take this kind of attention. Nobody can. Even if you bring Bill Gates also, he can't take. You can't sit on the Rath for too long. Even to take that kind of attention and that kind of recognition and that kind of prayers is capacity of God. Even if you want to be God, you can't be God. That is Jagat Ka Nath. Right? So these three gates are very, very dangerous. Lust, enjoyment and separation of God. What that will lead to? Unfulfilled desires. And that unfulfilled desires will lead to anger. ध्यायतो विषयो पुंसान सांगस्तेज उपजायते संगात संजायते काम काम क्रोध विजायते क्रोधात् होति सम्मोहात् सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमा स्मृति भ्रमशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Second chapter, the same thing Krishna says in the second chapter in a different way. When you are dhyayato vishyo pumsan, when you are too attached to vishaya, enjoyments of this world, allurement, what will happen? Dhyayato vishyo pumsan, sangastheju upajayati, you get attachment to them. You get enjoyment, then you get attachment. I want this, I want this. Sangasya Jayate. Sangat sanjayate kama. Then kama will come. I want it for my enjoyment. Kama, krodha vijayate. When that kama is not fulfilled, you get anger. Krodhat bhavati sammohat. When you get anger, you become deluded. Sammohat smriti vibrama. Smriti means memory. When you are too angry, your memory will go. You all have become angry in life. You will forget all your memory. You will forget what that person has done for me when you are angry. You will shout in a way that you will regret. Your parents also people shout. You will forget what all your parents has done for you. But that is the nature of anger. Anger is a demon. Anger is one letter away from danger. Just add D to that. Danger. Khatam. Smriti Brahmashat Buddhi Nasho. When your memory is gone, intelligence is gone. Buddhi Nasho. What gives us intelligence? Memory only gives us intelligence. I should not do this because I have done it in the past, it didn't work for me, so that memory is helping me to make a decision now. Why experienced people make good decisions? Because they have good memory of all their experiences. Isn't it? That's why you need experienced people. So, Smriti Brahmashat Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati. They'll fall into material pool. Krishna says, they'll fall into this material world. And there is no end to this. Andakupam. Endless hole. Sansara Bijam Andakupam. In family life, you'll not find any gap. One after the other, you'll be beaten like a donkey. Right? You will take birth. You have to go to a school. You want to play. You'll be thrown into learning ABCD. If you don't tell what is D, you'll be treated like a dog. मेरा बच्चा अकलमंद नहीं है. अरे बच्चा छोटा है वो. For a 5-year-old boy, you are doing a parent-teacher meeting. 5-year-old boy. उसको मालूम भी नहीं क्या हो रहा है इधर-उधर. उसके ऊपर मीटिंग चल रहा है. Just imagine the level of nonsense we are getting into. Absurdly nonsense. 5 साल के बच्चे के लिए पेरेंट-टीचर मीटिंग. And the teacher है आपका बच्चा ठीक है लेकिन एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा है. क्योंकि the teacher also मैं बोलूंगा लुच्चा है मेरे को मारेगा ये. And बच्चा is looking at both of them. पापा मैं खेलूं क्या? Right? And then you join a school, you don't even know, you're being thrown into international school. And parents have great expectations. Everybody has to be first only. So now they have removed the mark system, they have come with grade system. Because everybody wants to be first. In my days, one fellow is to be the first in the class. Now in one class, you have 30% in first grade. And if there is angry parents, 90% in first grade. Dal do andar. This grade means a range, na? It can range from 100 to 90, ideally. But if the angry parents, 100 to 10. उसको 11 मार्क भी है उसको फर्स्ट ग्रेड दे दे. अरे क्या एक और बेकार में. तो पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग में मारेंगे नहीं तो. है कि नहीं? And then this is all what? Lust only. Understand this. Why am I discussing this? This is lust. I want to enjoy. My son should be recognized. My child should, for a parent, his child is a point of pride. If somebody comes and tells, क्या बड़ा क्या आपके बेटे को, अरे बाप रे, that fellow will be walking in the air. After that, one fellow will come and tell your son, he doesn't know how to behave. Khatam. Your enemy is produced. You don't want any correction from anyone. Don't tell me how to bring up my children. Immediate comment. My children. He is not your child. He is Krishna's child. Your responsibility is to make him a devotee. That's all. Have love and affection and attachment. That's okay. It's natural. But understand that everybody is individual soul. Grahastha life. After that, put him in a school, then a college, then a job, then he becomes young, then he has to get married, then another wife, then some children, then he has to take care of his parents, or he has to take care of his health, new properties, this dispute, then he become old. Diseases.
One question. Sloka, this and previous one said people who can't has the three gates, anger, and then you push down the additional forms of life. That's what we say.
Abominable forms.
Abominable
Yeah.
The lower forms of life and lower
Animal kingdom. Birds.
When some creature has been pushed to the lower forms of life, will they have any sense that why they have been pushed like that?
They will not.
Then how do they recover this?
The Krishna will bring them back. Slowly they'll bring them back. It's a very good question. The Brother is asking, Krishna is going to put us in abominable forms of life. You'll become a pig in next life, for example. You look at me, I'll become a pig in next life. Right? Then what will happen to me? I'll not be a pig and feel, become a pig. I'll not think like that. You know what I'll think? I'm the most beautiful pig. I am the most influential pig in this locality. What I am eating is fresh stool. Other pigs are eating dry stool. Fresh. अभी वो बाथरूम गया, अभी fresh आएगा, उसको खा रहा हूँ. That is called Maya. Krishna will put a software into us. Moment before you get a body, he'll put a software. That software will make you recognize as a pig, and you'll not feel bad that you're a pig. You'll actually feel you're good. And this pig will look at another pig. मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू? And you are looking at both the pigs, the sewers, right? And you know the beauty? The beautiful woman will come in human body, and the pig will not get attracted to her. He'll attracted to that girl pig only. That female pig only will be attracted. That is Maya, bro. A cockroach will get attracted to female cockroach. A female cockroach at a male cockroach. She will not get attracted to male rat or, I don't know who is the Miss World or anything now. Whatever. Say old days, what is Sushmita Sen? She was Miss Universe. If a mosquito will come on Sushmita Sen's body, she'll not feel, Sushmita Sen ke upar baitha hu main. He'll look at a female mosquito. Where is a female mosquito? That's Maya. For you and me, she's beautiful because you're in a human body. Or any other female. I'm just giving a name. But for that species, that is most attractive. So then what happens? That is the life you want. Don't look at the externals. Look at what exactly in that body you get. For example, some people who want to eat only meat. Subah omelette, दोपहर में बिरयानी, रात में kebab. Krishna will think, I think he's too wanting to eat meat. I think I should give him a tiger body. Let him take a tiger body. Only eat meat. Sher kabhi घास नहीं खाता. It will die but will not eat. So Krishna will also feel, oh, you're so attached, right? Okay, I'll give you a tiger. Is it bad thing Krishna is doing? No. For what? So he'll say, okay, eat. Jitna khana hai kha. Then tiger also might feel boring after some time. Eating the same dish again and again. Then Krishna will decide another body for him. Then body after body after body. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 8.4 million species of life. 8.4 million species. We all go through.
In the human body, you are having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and the path to somebody is teaching you. You have to use and follow the path. At least you are told there is a way. Go back. You will tell them the animals.
Even if they tell, they'll not listen. Can I do this class with, 30 pigeons?
How will they come to this human life?
Huh?
How will they grow from?
So that transition is already planned. That Yamaraj will take care. He's given a full menu. Hey, this fellow got a human life. He has so many desires. He's not understanding that he should come back to God. So he'll make a list of desires. Okay, खाने का desire है ना, ठीक है, कुत्ता बना देंगे. और क्या? कौन सा desire है? He wants to dominate others. Oh, okay, domination के लिए कौन सा? For example, there is a movie star who stands like this all the time. Right? So he'll become a tree like this. Naked tree. तेरे को कपड़े उतार के फिरना है ना, कपड़ा ही नहीं रहेगा. He'll become a tree. फिर stand there and stand like this only. That that. So you will get a body according to that. You'll get a body according to that, and all your desires will fulfill. But there is an intervention in between. Devotee. That's why prasad is like what you're going to get here. It's offered to Krishna. It's very important prasad. You all are eating. If one grain of prasad falls on the ground, one ant will come and eat. That's called Agyata Sukriti. He will take the prasad, next life, human life. Kata. He's coming back. All of you who are eating prasad here or ever eaten prasad, you will get a human life for sure. Krishna prasad, human life, 100%. You will get another chance. But that another chance is to elevate yourself in Krishna Gana. That is like detour. You're supposed to go down and down and down and down. But you get this prasad, you might say, Prabhu, so many people are eating prasad. How many people are there? How many people are eating prasad? There are some people who reject prasad. Go and give them prasad. No, I don't want. I want to be a dog in next life. What are you going to do? They'll not tell that, but I'm saying they don't want prasad. So, this is a cycle. That's why in Shastra it says, Durlabha Manusha Janma. Getting a human birth is very, very rare. All of you, including me. We don't know how fortunate we are that we are in a human body right now. And you don't know how fortunate you are sitting and hearing Bhagavad Gita. Right? How many in this society only want to hear Bhagavad Gita? One fellow has a problem with Bhagavad Gita. One fellow has a problem with speaker of Bhagavad Gita. One fellow has a problem with venue. One fellow has a problem with religion. One fellow has a problem with time. मेरे time नहीं है. मैं भी वही बोल रहा हूँ, time नहीं है. Right? One fellow has a problem with Krishna. Once I was selling Bhagavad Gita in Madinaguda. One fellow came with his girlfriend. I think girlfriend or wife, I don't know. Young. That fellow came and I said, do you want to take Bhagavad Gita? I said, I want Ravan Gita. I said, what? Ye kaun sa hai? He wanted to influence his girlfriend sitting behind, or wife, new wife. And she was like, what did you ask? Ravan Gita. It's very Ravan, before dying, he gave the highest philosophy. He told all index of Vedas. He might have told, he said. He was a very knowledgeable Brahmana. But then what did he do after getting all that knowledge? He kidnapped somebody else's wife. Why you want to read Ravan Gita? I asked him, why do you want to read Ravan Gita? No, if you have, you tell me, I'll buy. Bhagavad Gita, I'm not interested. He wanted to pose as somebody very knowledgeable in front of that girl. Right? So this is called envy. Envy of God. You want to find your importance. Even in spiritual circles, I can speak better Bhagavad Gita than you. Bhagavad Gita is only one. Bhagavad Gita. Gita किसने बात किया? भगवान ने बात किया. तुमने ने बात किया. I am not speaking Bhagavad Gita here. I am reading Bhagavad Gita. And we are discussing Bhagavad Gita. Discussion is important because what discussion will do, it will bring the message in reality, in present. And discussion will make us think also, contemplate. What exactly, how is it related to me? If you would have read this 4 verses and gone, you would have felt, okay, acha hai, acha bol raha hai Krishna. But then example should directly hit us, saying that, mere baare mein baat kar rahe. Sometimes after one class, some class, Prabhuji comes, Prabhuji, why are you talking about me? I didn't talk about you. No, everything you told, this is not fair. You are exposing me. So, Pagal, I am exposing myself. This is my situation. Krishna is speaking through me. When Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukadeva Goswami to speak Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami closed his eyes and asked Krishna, please speak through me. Use me as an instrument. A guru is an instrument to pass Krishna's message to us. But if a guru thinks he is more than God, or is better than God, or he has a message that is more greater than Bhagavad Gita, then he is not a guru. He is a cheater. Pakhandiyo. Right? We discussed about that guru. So that's how it is. So we don't want to take another species of life. We don't want to. Please save your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your family also by asking them to honor Prashad. Starts there. And slowly bring them to classes. Not here, somewhere. Make Satsang part of your life. Many of you here, Sunday morning is fixed now. Right? So nice. And just imagine, this is how you continue for the rest of your life, wherever you are. Krishna will always, at the time of death, where will you go? Pakka you'll go to Krishna. There is no doubt. You should have faith. Krishna is in priority. See, you're working like, so hard throughout the week. Krishna knows that also, right? This fellow is working. The only time he's getting is Saturday and Sunday. Some people only Sunday. Saturday also they're working. And in that Sunday, this fellow's body is telling, take rest, take rest, take rest. And this fellow gets a no. Bhagavad Gita class is there, I'll go. Krishna will be so happy in our given situation, given circumstances, how much priority this fellow is giving to me. You think Krishna is not seeing all of us here right now? He's seeing, no need to judge anybody. He's just saying, oh, how much priority they are giving. How much priority anybody is giving. Okay. Eter vimukta kaunteya tamo dvarais tribhurnara acharati atmana shreyas tato yati param gatim. The man who has escaped these three gates of hell, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. Gradually, underline that word, gradually. Gradually. It doesn't happen overnight. If he wants it overnight, it can happen overnight. But spiritual transformation happens gradually. You can't break the knot. You can't break the rope at one go. It happens. When you switch off the fan, how does it stop? Gradually. When you stop habits, how do they stop? Gradually. When you increase your spiritual priorities, how do they increase? Gradually. Very important. Krishna is specifically telling that word, gradually. Because you need patience and detachment. Both are needed. You should be patient and regularly practice, and you should develop detachment. Abhyasena kaunteya. How to control the mind? Through practice. Abhyasa. Right? And detachment. Then only you can control the mind. Otherwise, mind will control you. Mind is very dangerous. It's controlling me also. Many times. Even now it is controlling. But I keep pushing myself. Patience. I know you. I know what you're doing. But still I'll continue. But patience is needed. Why? Because we listen to our mind for so many lifetimes. That fellow has become habitual now. Like a small child. You keep, whenever the child cried, chocolate, mother gave the chocolate. One day the dentist told her, so many chocolates, his teeth will go for a toss. Then he told chocolate. I said, no, that fellow will become like a wild, isn't it? He'll shout, he'll throw things, he'll fall on the floor, he'll cry. Why is he doing that? Not because chocolate is so tasty, because he's used to getting chocolate every time he cries. Mind also has become like that. We have entertained the mind so much in the past. Now it doesn't like to listen no. When you tell no, it will become very angry because you've done it so many times. So gradually, slowly regulate it and slowly bring it into control. You can control. People have controlled it. It is possible. You should have faith and you should do it gradually. And you will go through a difficult turmoil. Difficulties in spiritual life are good. See, one young boy, he saw a caterpillar going into and making a cocoon. A cocoon is formed. What comes outside? Butterfly. So the cocoon is formed for a few days. Now the cocoon is moving. It is moving. That means the butterfly is ready to fly. Right? So it is tearing that cocoon off. It is tearing. This boy was looking at that butterfly and cocoon for many days. He is so eager to see the butterfly. He said, okay, you know what? I'll see it today. Now I'll see. 2 hours passed, 3 hours passed. Struggling. Slowly it made a hole. Its head came out. Slowly it's pushing itself outside. And the boy was like, "Oh my God, I want to see, I want to see." Then what did he felt? He felt that it is stuck. It's not able to come out. It is stuck. Then what he did? He took a small blade. He started cutting the cocoon. In the process, he cut the wing of the butterfly. He cutted the cocoon, and the butterfly came out, but it directly fell on the floor. Can it fly for the rest of its life? Even our life, we should look at it like that. Difficulties in our life are coming for us to come out of them, because when we come out of them, we become beautiful also and strong also. Strong also and beautiful also. After all that struggle, when the butterfly opens its wings, it's so beautiful to see. Right? So let it come. God, you can say, "Prabhuji, why is Krishna not helping me in such a difficult situation?" He wants you to become beautiful. And he wants you to become strong. If he helps you at that point, cut it, you will not learn the lesson. You have to learn the lesson in a harder way. You have to learn the lesson. Struggle to come out. But ultimately, when you come out, you can fly. Right? Difficulties will make you fly, provided you go through it with patience, tolerance, and faith. Right? And it will make you beautiful also. You look very beautiful in spiritual life. Actually, beautiful people are there in spirituality only. They're glowing from inside because they're so satisfied inside. Right? They're so satisfied. The sadhu is the most beautiful person. So you should learn this. At the same time, if you are too impatient, then become angry, too attached to things, you become angry. You're not getting that enjoyment, you become angry. One incident happened in America, very bad incident. But I'll tell you. One fellow bought a big truck, big, I don't know, Chevrolet or whatever, big truck. He was very happy with the truck. So he took his son and he was going in the truck. He stopped at a petrol bunk to fill fuel. That child got down, maybe a 4-year-old child or something. He got down from the truck and then he went around the truck and he was playing. This fellow was filling the gas. Then suddenly he heard some noise, like that, he heard the noise. He stopped the fuel, he came and saw what is happening. He saw that small child, he took a rock and he was scribbling on the truck. His own son was scribbling on the truck. He got so angry because he loves the truck so much. He's so proud of the truck. He took something heavy in the truck behind. He started beating that fellow's hand. "How dare you do this? How dare you do this? How dare you do this?" His son is like, "Mama." He started hitting. Anger is like that. When you're angry, you will do all nonsense only you'll do. You will not do anything that is worthwhile. He did it in that anger. And child, I don't know the background, maybe child is too naughty also. That meant the baggage also him to be carrying. Whatever happened, he took that heavy thing and started hitting that boy's hand. And then the people around like, "Hey, what are you doing? That small child, you are beating him like that." They came and they stopped him and they immediately rushed that child to a nearby hospital emergency. And the doctor looked at his hand, it was badly beaten. And, the child hand was badly smashed up. And then the doctor told, "Sir, we have to amputate 2 fingers. They have gone beyond. If that stays, the child cannot survive. It will create infection, a lot of things." They amputated 2 fingers of that child. Right? And after the whole thing, the child comes and asks the father, father is always there, even though he beat me. "Papa, when will I get my 2 fingers back? When will I get my 2 fingers back?" And that fellow was, "What did I do? How will I answer this person for the rest of his life? He'll grow up. What did I do in anger?" Right? And then he went and, he put the child in the truck and then, "Okay, let's go home." And then he went and saw the side of the truck where he was scribbling, the child was writing, "I love my papa," with the truck. While he went to beat him, he didn't even see what he was writing there. It was a child. Can you imagine what anger and attachment can do? Can't imagine, right? Can't imagine what anger. See, that is what we do to our people who love us. We don't see their intentions, we see their actions. Right? We don't see their intentions. What are they doing? We don't see. We see their actions. He only saw that action and he went and did such a gory thing which he'll regret for the rest of his life. Or maybe at the time of death also he'll think, why did I do that day? Will he enjoy the truck? He cannot enjoy the truck. Will he enjoy any truck? He cannot enjoy. As a father, for a father, his child is everything. But he was so much lusty and attached to that fame and name and things that he destroyed. Same thing, don't think this incident as only a truck and eating. Many people are doing this in different ways to their children also, to their parents also, to their sisters also, to their husbands also, to their wives also, to their neighbors also. Because lust is like that. Understand, lust is the most dangerous enemy. Krishna is saying, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajoguna Samudbhava. He told earlier in one of the chapters, Rajoguna, passion, lust and anger, very dangerous. If you don't control it, it will destroy your life. It will destroy your life. Pride. Indra became proud as a king of the heaven. When Brahaspati came, he did not even think of giving him a seat. His guru came. He did not give him a seat. He thought, I'm so important now. Brahaspati just left. And along with Brahaspati went his kingdom also. Immediately, Rakshasas got to know he insulted his guru. They went and asked their guru, Shukracharya, please, what do you say? Shukracharya told, right time to attack. Because that fellow lost the blessing of his guru. They attacked. Khatam. Entire kingdom of heavenly planets was taken over by demons. And then again Indra is going and sitting in front of Brahma. Mera pura kingdom gaya. Brahma is like, you fool. What did you do? Your guru's blessing is because what you got. He insulted that guru. Now go take another guru. Vishwarupa. Go to that guru. It's a big story in Bhagavatam, in 6th canto. Lot of lessons to learn. But root cause is what? Pride, lust and anger. If we don't teach our children, the next generation, these three enemies, what they'll become? Now they might be like, Papa, Papa, Mama, they're going about. They're demons in future. They'll become horrible. That's why I say, bring your children to Satsang. Bring your family to Satsang. Bring your entire family to Satsang. Or you go and repeat this in your house. Only this way they will learn how to be happy in life. How to find happiness in life. Success and failure will come and go as per your karma, as per your destiny. One day you'll learn more, one day you'll lose more. But when you get failure, how to handle the failure? Spirituality teaches. When you get success, how to handle the success? Spirituality teaches. Right? Indra could not handle the success. He lost everything. How to handle a failure also you should learn. So, Bhagavad Gita and Krishna is teaching that, these three things you should be very, very careful. And the one who escapes this acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. Right? Ya Shastra Vidim Utsrijya Vartate Kamakarata Nasa Siddhim Avapnopi Nasa Siddhim Avapnoti Na Sukham Na Paramgatim. He who discards spiritual injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination. So people who don't get proper spiritual knowledge, or even knowledge. They think what they're doing is great. They think that what I am thinking is also God's message. They don't get any direction from anywhere. What will they do? What will happen? They'll neither attain perfection, nor happiness, nor supreme destination. Tasmat Shastram Paramanam Te Karya 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 Vyavasthitau Nyatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Iharhasi. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Again, he is using the word gradually. Right? He's telling us it will happen. Don't worry, it will happen. Everything will be fine. It might take time. So one should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty. What that was the question of Arjuna. What I should do, what I should not do. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava pratyamitam dharma samooda cheta yachreyascha nishchitam bruhitanme shishyashyateham shadimam tvam prapannam. Oh Krishna, I have karpanya dosha. I am not able to decide. I am miser. I am not intelligent. Who is telling? Arjuna, who studied in Saptarishi universities, not university on this planet. He's telling Karpanya dosha. Right? And then he's saying, I'm not able to decide what is good for me, what is bad for me. In this situation, standing on the battlefield, before the war, after the conch shells are blown. Please guide me. And I'm your Shishya. I'm ready to listen to you. I'm ready to follow and agree to whatever you say. I'm not going to argue. I'll clarify. I'll ask questions. But I know that you are the perfect person to tell this truth. That's why I want to become a Shishya. Till now I've acted like a friend. But now you are my Guru. Please take the role of a Guru. Accept me as Shishya and tell me what is right for me, what is wrong for me. Right? At that time, Arjuna might not be thinking, will my wife agree with what I'm doing? Huh? Forget about everybody. Spiritual life, very personal, very focused you should be for yourself first. If family is not agreeing, that's okay. That is also, family is also given by whom? Krishna only. Krishna wants to make you more intense in bhakti. One Mataji is there, her husband is dead against ISKCON. Dead against. If he sees a ISKCON devotee, he'll beat him. I never go in front of him. I'm not a devotee, but still I'll not go. And she is a staunch devotee. With great difficulty, she comes to Satsang. Great difficulty. And that fellow is not there in the house, this way, that way, without telling him. And she asked, Prabhuji, what should I do? What should I do? Mataji, just do what you can. Your marriage is very important. You should not leave that ashram. Serve your husband. He will become favorable one day. He will. Leave it on Krishna. Her chanting is the best chanting among the entire satsang. Because she knows when to chant, when not to chant. And when she picks up the bead, she chants that, she should finish her round, 16 rounds a day without her husband knowing. Imagine her chanting on a Sunday. He's in the house. Right? So, by putting that situation, what she became very pure devotee. I look at her feet, I don't have the devotion inclination that you have. All the facilities, still my rounds are left. You have no facility, but you are finishing it on time. Whenever she finds an opportunity, she hears a lecture. Whenever she finds an opportunity, she'll pull up little money without the knowledge of her husband, she also gives donation. He will not even know from where that money came. Little. Whole, now only she's thinking next Rath Yatra, how should I pull money? But she doesn't earn. She's dependent on her husband. Just imagine the consciousness of that person. Now tell me, her husband being like that, he's a villain or a hero? Villain in our eyes, but Krishna says that fellow is a hero because he's making his devotee glorious. Right? And any guru, any proper guru she approaches should never tell that, leave your husband, that nonsense fellow. Go to your parents, they still have so many properties, they'll take care of. Why you have to burn under that idiot? He is an unworthy fellow. No, a guru will never tell that. Because a guru sees her like a cocoon. And a guru waits for her to become beautiful. After 8 years, her husband is now dropping her to satsang. And he is asking her, when will you get initiated? It happens. Very much happens. You should have faith. Right? It's a true story I'm telling you. Today evening I'll meet her also. I'll not. That's not the point. Point is, don't go and search which Mati husband is not coming. He's also devotee. So, what I'm telling is, patience, gradually. All the obstacles that are coming in our spiritual life, they're not our enemies. They're sent by Krishna to make us more stronger, to intensely prepare us for the last destination. Right? Too much comforts in spiritual life will make us very lenient. Too many choices will make us very undecisive. But sometimes putting you through some difficulties will increase the seriousness. Right? Today people shout, save Sanatan Dharma, save Sanatan Dharma, because so many bad things are happening. Well, those bad things are for a good reason happening. At least now you'll become serious. There is the other side of the coin also. Right? So, spiritual life is your priority. How you want to become serious. How you want to chant. Prabhu, even now I am not chanting. Why are you not chanting? We start the satsang by picking up a chanting bag and we chant. Even if I am late, one round together with every one of you. Right? Because chanting is the Yuga Dharma. Chanting is a process that will attract more towards God. God is telling this is the process you follow. No, I don't think it's working, Prabhu. It's not working because you're not chanting properly. If you take the medicine as per the prescription, it will work. If you take whenever you want, will it work? Follow the doctor's prescription. Srila Prabhupada told, in this age of Kali, to be fixed up in spiritual life, you have to chant minimum 600 mg dolo, 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you do that with attention, it will help you. Prabhu ji, time nahi hai. मैं भी तो वही कह रहा हूँ, time नहीं है. Time नहीं है. करो. मरने से पहले reach that point and become serious in spiritual life. Look for a sadhu association. Today evening, Radhesham Prabhu, my Shiksha Guru, is coming to the center. I invite all of you. Please come. No, Prabhu, सुबह हो गया ना? सुबह क्या हुआ? सुबह preparation हुआ. Cooking तो शाम में होगा. है कि नहीं? Look for every opportunity to take more satsanga. There is no end to it. There is no end to it. There should not be an end to it. If you are saying, no, I think I already had enough, that means that is Maya. Recognize. Yeah, if you have a duty to do in the evening or some other time, go and do the duty. But when you are available, how you are available? Krishna created that availability. Now use it for Krishna service. From here to go to any other place, you take a cab and go. Why not take a cab from here to the center? Right? You have to become more attached. And for that, Krishna will see your endeavor. ये कितना मेरे तरफ आना चाहता है. That Krishna will see. And then he will bestow accordingly. our every action, our every intention, our every reason is being watched and heard by Krishna. We can only make a fool of ourselves. Who can make a fool of ourselves? We only. We can only make a fool of ourselves. So, balance it also. If you have a condition in your house or your situation where you can't, then become more intense in this satsang. Somewhere you should become, intensity of spiritual life should keep increasing gradually. It should increase gradually. Right? One king, I forgot his name, in Bhagavatam is there. He was with Devatas. He was doing a war for the Devatas, killing the demons. What is his name? Not Muchkunda, another. He got only one Muhurta time. So after the whole war, he asked, how much time do I have? Because I have done so much war now, I have done so much service. How much time left I have to death? The Devatas immediately looked into one Muhurta here. What? One Muhurta? One Muhurta means what? Kitna der 60 minutes? 50 minutes? Something. Muhurta. Time is that. Immediately, he picked up the chanting bag. He appeared in his mandir wherever he wants to. He started chanting. He went back home, back to God. He went back to Krishna. He understood, he applied, done. But our problem is nobody will come and tell when we are going to die. So anytime we can die. So we should be more inclined and more focused. So that after reading this chapter, the lesson is we should not become envious, we should not become lusty, we should not become greedy, because that leads to hellish life. And the only way out of that is spiritual life. Make spiritual life center of your life. Everything else is there to support it. All your job, your vocation, your food, everything is there to support this 1 hour or this 2 hours or this 10 hours or this day. Life is to support. All these things are to support us. Not this is supporting this material life. People, I come to Satsang Prabhu, now I can live peacefully and enjoy the rest of the week. Because the punya I have done, this punya will help me do nonsense. You have to do throughout the week, whatever you have to do, whether you're working in an office or a business or anything, to find time to come on this, wherever it is happening. That Krishna will see. Sometimes some things happen in life, but sometimes can't be every time. Isn't it? So, I'll read the last paragraph of this verse in purport. In human society, aversion to the principles of understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a cause of all fall downs. That is the greatest offense of human life. Therefore, Maya, the material energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is always giving us trouble in the shape of threefold miseries. This material energy is constituted of the three modes of material nature. One has to raise himself at least to the mode of goodness before the path of understanding the Supreme Lord can be opened. Without raising oneself to the standard of the mode of goodness, one remains in ignorance. One remains in ignorance and passion. And ignorance deride the scriptures, deride the holy man, and deride the proper understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They disobey the instructions of spiritual master, and they do not care for regulations of the scriptures. In spirit of hearing the glories of devotional service, they are not attracted. Thus, they manufacture their own way of elevation. These are some of the defects of human society which lead to the demoniac status of life. If, however, one is able to be guided by a proper and bona fide spiritual master, they can lead one to the path of elevation, to the higher stage, and then one's life becomes successful. So you need a guru, you need guidance, and you need patience. Thus ends the Bhakti and the purpose of the 16th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of the divine and demoniac natures. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Grandha ki. डायरेक्ट अटैक बाय कृष्णा. क्या महेश प्रभु? 16वां चैप्टर खत्म हो गया. युद्ध चालू होने के सिर्फ 2 चैप्टर आगे हैं हम लोग. ये मत सोचो भगवत गीता खत्म हो तो शांति मिलेगी. भगवत गीता खत्म होने के बाद क्या हुआ? युद्ध हुआ. तो ये पूरा युद्ध के तैयारी में हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? Battlefield is up there. We are only preparing for the battlefield of life through Bhagavad Gita. But we are fortunate that we are getting guidance through Bhagavad Gita how to fight the battlefield. Don't look for favorable conditions to make progress in spiritual life. Don't do that mistake. I am looking for favorable conditions to practice spiritual life. It's like somebody telling, I want to learn swimming, but only when the tides will stop, I'll go. मैं तैरना सीखना चाहता हूं जब वेव्स नहीं आएंगे. वेव्स कभी रुकते हैं क्या? वेव्स भी नहीं रुकते हैं. तेरे को तैरना सीखना है, कूद and start learning, and by learning that way you will become more stronger swimmer when you are swimming in a place with high tides. Similarly in spiritual life also, in our life also, when there are obstacles, that is the time to become more intense in spiritual life. Not say that Prabhuji, my wife doesn't understand, Prabhuji, my son doesn't understand, Prabhuji, my parents don't understand, Prabhuji, Prabhuji. What will Prabhuji do? Or any, even God cannot do anything. God helps the one who helps themselves. Otherwise, they will not help. ये तो ऐसे reason दे रहा है. Krishna knows the real reason why this fellow is speaking. You can't cheat God, na? You can't cheat God. None of us can cheat. And remember one thing, that God is looking at all of us individually, equally, to all of us. He wants each one of you. He has a personal relationship with each one of you. He has not forgotten. You have forgotten. So Bhagavad Gita is for individually each one of us. If we can remember that and develop that faith and tell Krishna, okay, Krishna, I'm ready, getting into the battlefield to come back to you, then all done. Nice music. Krishna music. Krishna Madana Mohana. Very good. Any questions? Next chapter is divisions of faith. ये बैंड बजने वाला चैप्टर है. नए लोगों को मत लेकर आओ, भाग जाएंगे. No, you can bring any chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Anybody can hear at any stage. Sometimes people come first satsang only, they hear what they are supposed to hear. Khatam. उसके बाद their spiritual life, boom, it goes up. Right? Any questions, comments? What is in Prasadam today? Say atke koi aur comment. Hare Krishna. Thank you for sponsoring Prasadam. Some of you are regularly doing it. Very grateful, because of which we are able to conduct this program here, this venue, beautiful venue. Right? We're grateful to the management committee who is giving this place for us to do this, whatever we're doing. I'm grateful to everyone who's coming here, bringing your friends, neighbors. Krishna will reciprocate back for everything you've done. Hare Krishna. Aye Maharaj. Now Narshing Arti is more sweeter when he sings. I wait for it every week.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Maharaj ki Jai. All assembled devotees ki Jai. Leelananda Prabhu ji ki Jai. Jai Gaur Premanande.
ये ट्रेनिंग कहाँ से मिला इसको? लीलानंद डाउन डाउन वेरी गुड. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. थैंक यू. हरे कृष्णा. महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पुण्यव्रतं राजन् विश्वासो नैव जायते शारीरः व्यजाल जेडेन्द्रिय त्राहि काल जीवे फैले विषय सागरे तारामती जीवेति लबोमाय सुदुर्मति ताके जेटा कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़दाय माय पूरी वारे जीव जाए सह प्रसाद न दिलो भाई श्री अमृत पाओ श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमी डाको चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. श्री श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई निताय गौरंग श्रील प्रभुपाद प्रसादम की जय. हरे कृष्ण. थैंक यू वेरी मच. प्लीज टेक प्रसाद.